What's up, my people? You're not tuned in to me TV. Now, we gonna bring you all the stories about the stories that we need to bring you stories about. You feel me? So, that's what we gonna do. Some stories might be good, some stories might be tragic, but hey man, that's how these stories go. I don't make it up. Now we getting into it. You feel me? So look, man, bang the like button. Bang that subscribe button. You see them on the screen. Yeah, them right there. Hit the like and subscribe, man. Hit that right there. Now we about to get started with our story. Yo, yo, yo. We back with another one you already know on Me TV 1.0. Man, today we got a wild one. When I say wild, it's just wild. You gotta understand. To most people, your child is your most prized possession, right? So just think about if somebody was to harm your most prized possession, how you would feel, and how frustrated you would be. And knowing that your prized possession is this young child that can't really do much on its own. So, as you see in this picture, to my left, probably to y'all right, I don't know how the picture gonna show up, but we have Erica Jones. That's the young lady over here to the left with the braids, and we got Mrs. Serena Caldwell. This is the ugly female that look like Lil Bill. You feel me? They're alleged to have kids fight at this daycare right here, Kids Unlimited in South Carolina. So what they did was they had one kid. Let's say they had a problem with one kid, right? They'll get the other kid or kids, and I'm hearing through either bribery or through intimidation, they was getting other kids to hit the other kids and basically discipline the other kids. From the news clipping of what I'm going to show you guys next, they called it a little kid's fight ring. Now, I don't know how deep that they dived into it, but I know one thing. Anytime one of the other kids didn't want to listen or didn't want to abide by or follow the rules, mind you, there's 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7-year-olds as well. Mrs. Erica Jones and Lil Bill got these kids to discipline the other kids. And this is not company guidelines. This is not what you're supposed to do. This is morally wrong. And you got to think about it. But I want you to watch this clip, and I'm going to be back with more
of your health care. Obamacare.
Daycare employees have been arrested after allegedly encouraging kids to fight at a center in Newberry County. Deputies say Erica Jones and Serena Caldwell told the students at Kids Unlimited of Prosperity Daycare to fight without correcting them. Caldwell is accused of hitting a child. Jones is accused of taking the video. After reviewing security footage, the daycare alerted the sheriff's office and fired both Jones and Caldwell.
We've had daycare workers that have assaulted children and daycare workers that may have taken punishment a bit too far, but nothing like this. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Jones is facing multiple charges, including 14 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Caldwell faces 15 counts of the same charge.
So as you can see from that news clip right there, you can see these women are one getting charged with 14 counts, one getting charged with 15 or 16 counts. But regardless of how many counts they're getting charged with, these people need to understand the emotional, not just the emotional and the mental impact that they had on these kids, having them fight. And some kids might not even fight at home. Some kids might not even do this stuff at home. So you might cause this to really change the trajectory of this kid whole childhood. Now they probably got a taste of fighting. They might like fighting. They probably got a taste of fighting and they don't like to fight. And that shit really traumatized them and really messed their heads up So they don't want no type of drama for the rest of their life, you feel me? You gotta understand, kids are naturally loving at this age. Kids are naturally kids at this age. Yeah, they gonna fight, but they not gonna be maliciously looking to fight every day or every time the situation get out of their control. They don't really know what control is. They just know people say to them yes and no, and they know they could get some stuff sometimes, and they know they can't. But one thing I will say about these 3 and 4 year olds, they are very advanced in today's day. They are able to hold the conversation and say the correct words in the correct sentences, right? So we will be able to better understand them. You got to understand as well, these kids are not the same as the 90s babies. These kids are way more vigilant. These kids will tell on you on accident because that's part of them being a kid. You feel me? That's why you should never do things that's illegal or not right around a kid, because eventually it will get out. It will get out. Not saying it in justification for these women. Like they should never did this shit, period. I got kids. I got little boys. That's why I'm wary of bringing my motherfucking child to any kind of daycare, any type of situation like that. You feel what I'm saying? But these are grown women. I don't know if these grown women had their own kids. And regardless to whether they had their own kids or not, these are the type of people I'm always wary of when I'm even thinking about or considering putting my child in a daycare. It's not about the color. It's not about where you from. It's not about the race or none of that. Some of these people you will never be able to tell by looking at them. You'll never be able to tell none of that, right? So you got to be very wary. And the fact that the daycare never checked, let this go on all this time and never checked the video camera, never checked the footage and none of that, that goes to show you the negligence on their behalf. They try to say this daycare been here for 29 years, and they probably been on some bullshit for 29 years. For real. Look at the type of people you hiring. Give them a background check, a serious background check, and put them on a probationary period when they start working. You feel me? Make sure you have someone that get paid. You gotta watch the kids and watch the people who watching the kids. Make sure you have somebody getting paid to watch these kids. Or you'll have people like this Lil Bill looking ass motherfucker that's having these kids fight. And not only that, she was accused of throwing a box of wipes at one of the kids. Now, they probably called you Lil Boosie or something. You hear me? The bald head Lil Boosie looking ass, you hear me? I don't know why would you throw something at a little kid. I just don't get it. Some of these people are already emotionally traumatized, right? So they only know one way to deal with a kid. And they feel like they way of dealing with the kids are justified. Nah, just because you was traumatized doesn't mean every kid should be traumatized. Doesn't mean that's the way. And a lot of them get this from the toxic ass mamas already. It's not the hood that make these kids like that. It be their parents, man. It be happening inside of the house. And you gotta understand, these kids are all victim. I hope none of these kids come out with real bad trauma or real bad emotional damage. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is ridiculous for two grown adults to do something like this. And now it's not just accusations, alleged. It's in a police report. They went to jail for this. So even though it's allegations, they are charged with this stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So they're most likely guilty. And not just that, they got video footage of everything. So I'm going to say this to all my parents. Since you made it this far in this video, man, to all my parents, right? Be very vigilant and be very wary of putting your child in any type of daycare around any type of people. And make sure you have access. You as the parent has access to these cameras. Make sure you able to look in on your child as well. But like I say, man, protect your children, man. That's God's gift to us, you feel me? But I'll be back with another one. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. You already know. Share, like, subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, like it. If you don't want to like it, share. You heard me? If you don't want to share it, you heard me? Go down in the comments and put a comment in there. You heard me? You already know. I'm going to be back with more with Me TV 1.0. You heard me?